Correct me if I'm wrong, but whatever happened to that germophobia thing that Overhaul has? Was that forgotten? I forgot. What happens when a group of villains come across another group of villains? Well, you get a darker than usual tone chapter filled with vengeance being served. There may be many villains out there, but Shigaraki made sure that they will be the only one to take over and claim supremacy. After a series of hits and misses, this chapter is certainly needed refreshment, which is ironic because it takes a villain to make it enjoyable again. It starts off with a clarification on who spoiled the location of the carriers, and as expected, it was Toga. I knew she didn't disguise as Ochaku in the last chapter. It made sense for her to notify others for not only revenge, but to steal Overhaul's crowning bullets. It's a complete win-win situation for them. The one aspect I enjoy is the interactions within the league. It's noted that they are coming along just fine and start working cooperatively, slowly but surely. It was once held by the notion of their selfish belief, like Toga and Dabi's influence by Stain, but that won't be as necessary to keep them together. The only one that keeps in check is Spinner, the lizard man. It could be a sign of something in the future, like maybe he would disband from them. After all, they only joined because of Stain, yet Shigaraki is on a different course altogether. I think it's worth remembering in case of twists. He may be alone on this, however, since everyone is joining hands, no pun intended, and they might not care that much about their old attention. Well, at least we know he plays Grand Theft Auto. It's good for kids. You may be asking, shouldn't there be a hero to protect the carrier? Well, they do have one in fact, and it's Snatch, the Sandman. His quirk is based on sand, so I think that's self-explanatory. This begs the question, where was he in this type of crisis? It's an impressive quirk when all said and done. He even grabbed Shigaraki in the car chase. He could have helped. I like how Mr. Compress uses his quirk in this chapter. He throws a small marble and uncompresses it to a large rock that knocks the car over. That was clever. By the time Snatch was able to continue to use his quirk, Mr. Compress stops him in midway and presumably kills him in the process. We don't know if that's really true, it's just suggested by Dabi. Now they have Overhaul to themselves. Wouldn't it be wise if they had more than one hero to guard a carrier? Feels like an oversight part of their end. We can nitpick for a while, but the true spotlight is when the League of Villains gets a hold on Overhaul. I only wish this were to happen in an arc involving with characters we know rather than the disposable one. That said, it doesn't take away the thrilling scene that is long waited for Overhaul when crossing with Shigaraki. This group is in learning process and still ongoing. We see how they can communicate and work well as a team. Now it's time to become a threat, starting with Overhaul. The heroes did a favor by weakening him, so it's only fitting for them to take away the one thing he had it going for. Also like Mr. Compress in here because he got his payback by taking Overhaul's arm away, the same position as his. What goes around, comes around. Shigaraki didn't want to kill him, he wants him to suffer with the sight of defeat. Not only Shigaraki takes the bullets and serum, but he even go as far as taking his other arm away. That's cool. I really like it. The icing on the cake is how he responds back at Overhaul about the Kingpin position. He and his league would be the one to take it in the end. Shigaraki got the last laugh, literally and metaphorically. Although no explosion, the fiery background makes them the top tier foes. The visual is pretty solid and the action was enjoyable. It's like a small car chase scene mixed with Spider-Man 3 scene. I know what I said. The terrorizing vibe is chilling with the League using Overhaul as a toy to break. The slow process of disposing his arms is cold, and the laugh at the hopeless and defeated Overhaul nails the premise of the chapter. A villain tends to be the most enjoyable aspect of the series, and this chapter shows. While they are growing to become a legit threat to the entire world, it's a treat to watch them grow. And when that day comes, it should be worth it. A solid chapter that understands the true villains A solid chapter that understands the true villains is still here, and it's only a matter of time that they will create chaos. Although the League of Villains didn't do much in the arc, they are gathering resources and materials for their advantage when the time comes. Overhaul's loss is Shigaraki's gain. What are your thoughts of this chapter? What do you think the next arc will cover next? It could be another school slice of life, which I don't mind having a little break, just hopefully it'll be much improved than the Hero License arc, or maybe we'll have another serious arc, I don't know. But I think a break will be necessary. And that will do it for the review. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you like this and want more of this, subscribe to my channel, and my world will be yours to stay. Until next time, take care.